Hello, Wickham students and other students of the ICCSD. My name is Mrs. Keitel, and I'm going to be showing you all a fun sub-lesson today where we're going to be making some friendly fish in their environment. So we're going to be using elements of arts like line and shape and color, maybe even a little texture today. Please give all of your attention up on the board, and we're ready to roll. So, today, like I said, we're going to be thinking about some friendly fish. Now, when we make these, we're going to have some steps that we're going to do. There's not too many steps, and we're going to have some little picture examples, some visuals for us to look at as well. But for our friendly fish, step one, we're going to be drawing a body. You're going to get a brand new piece of paper today, so we want to draw our body big. You can add more fish, and you'll see that at the end, but we want to have one fish be the main focus. Step two, we're going to add scales and fins. So you'll think about how you're going to fill in your fish's scales and what kind of fins you might add on to the body shape that you created. Step three, we're going to think about that environment. We know that fish live under the sea or in water, maybe even in an aquarium. And they're going to have certain environments and little details that are going to help tell us where those fish are. So, step one, draw the body. Step two, add scales and fins. Step three, add plants and colors. Every table today is going to have little guides to help them out. We will have some body shape examples. These are just ideas. These are examples. If you have other body shapes or kind of fish that you would like to create, go for it. These are just to help you get some starter ideas. Once you have your body drawn, we will also have a sheet that will help you think of some scale designs, different kinds of fins that you might include, and also different ways that we could draw the little plants that might be in the environment of our fish. So as you move along today, we do have some pretty simple steps, but we also have some guides to help us out using lines, shapes, even some textures that we have been practicing as we've learned our elements of arts over time. When you are done today, you will have a nice piece of paper that is completely filled in. Now, I have not added the color to mine yet. And you will have yours start with pencil, not with Sharpie. But I have my big fish in the center as my main focus. I added my scales and my fins, and then I added my plants for the environment. I even added some water lines, some little fish in the background. I drew these smaller because fish that are farther away would be smaller. And then I also used little circles to create bubbles to show that my fish were bubbling along. As you get started today, make sure that your extra big fish, because you're going to be giving your best effort today, start somewhere in the middle of your paper. Now please remember, you're going to start with a pencil. I'm going to draw with a Sharpie to get us rolling here. But you can think about any kind of shape from the examples or any kind of shape that you think of when you think of a fish. I'm going to draw my mouth kind of smiley. And then I'm going to separate where the little head and my scales might start. And I'm going to use just a little wavy line for that. I'll draw my fish eye. I'll get my scales going. If you want to do scales like a real fish, you'll focus on making those C shapes that then overlap and have the next row come out of the middle of the first row. But you can always do different lines like zigzags or cross hatchings or things that you know. I'm going to go with this wavy line today because I already started that right up here. So I'm going to fill in my scales. Remember, you're doing pencil first. That way, if we don't want something or want to change something, we can always erase it. After my scales, I will add my fins. a tail fin. I think I'm going to do kind of a heart shape for this tail fin. My top fin, I'm going to have this one be kind of wavy and come off. A big fin here. And then on the bottom, I'm going to use a curved line with a point, kind of like a little shark fin. I might add in some lines to show the movement of my fins. And then I'll start on my environment. Maybe I'm going to have a really big piece of coral. And when you have coral, you'll see the texture of the coral by using dots. You could also use little C shapes or little curved lines. Maybe I'll have some tall seaweed. Maybe my seaweed is so tall it comes up behind my fish. However you want to make the environment of your fish is up to you. When I have my seaweed, I'll have a line in the middle to show its movement too. And then if you want to include those other little fish friends, remember if they're going to be far away, they'll be in the background and they'll be smaller. If you want them to be a little bigger and a little closer, then the size of the fish will show how close it is to your focus, your main fish. When you're done today, friends, after pencil, we'll do some tracing in Sharpie, and then you have the choice today on if you would like to do crayons, colored pencils, or markers to fill this in. You could even do a mixture of different materials. If you're going to do a nice big blue background, as we would expect to see in the ocean or in water, maybe crayons would help us to fill that in. But if you want to have some bright, vibrant fish, you can always use markers for that or mix and match. Alrighty. Remember, you have your guides today. Our goal is to draw big and have some awesome, fun, friendly fish. Thank you for listening so well. Make sure you do your best today and are kind and respectful to our sub. I look forward to checking out these little fish environments next week. Have a great day.